What's up, everybody? I'm Jackie Terry, and what I wanted to say in this video is that you have to be determined, you have to be motivated, you have to have ambition, and most of all, you have to want it for yourself, because if you don't want it, how in the world do you ever expect to progress, to achieve your dreams, if you don't even want it deep down inside your heart? If you had to ask permission to have it, do you even want it? That's the question. If you have to ask permission to get something, do you even want it yourself? My advice in this video is not to ask permission. We live in a status quo society today is where we have to ask. We have to ask for permission. We have to ask to learn. We have to ask to take this subject. We have to ask permission to get a degree. We have to ask. We have to establish ourselves through a certificate in order to be established, which is personally fine with some people. I'm not knocking it at all. But in life, in order to accomplish what you want to accomplish, you can't ask for permission. You have to go out there and get it yourself. You have to say, hey, I want to be this. I'm going to study for this. I'm going to learn this, whether you're going to school or whether you're teaching yourself. It doesn't matter. You have to take what you want and own it. Don't ask. Delegate what needs to be done. If I need to sacrifice hours throughout the day on even going out, going to the bar, spending time with my friends, just kind of almost like wasted time to an extent, where I could be learning, bettering myself instead of partying, getting drunk. I mean, these activities, they're cool every now and then, but when it seems to take up your daily life and this is all you want to do, and you're not manifesting your mind at all, and you're staying complacent, and you're wondering why you're in the same spot each and every time, then that's the problem right there. You have to change your way of thinking and change your surroundings if you want to elevate in life and elevate in mind, body, and spirit. These forms come together, mind, body, and spirit. So if my mind is focused, then my body is going to be focused. And then my spirit is going to be focused because I'm in tune to what I'm learning. So I'm constantly learning every day, but also I'm applying what I learned every day into myself. So I'm applying what I learned within action. So I'm not simply intaking information, hoarding information in my brain, because if I'm hoarding the information in my brain and not using it, I'm becoming a hoarder. That's like me buying a whole bunch of clothes and not wearing it, or maybe even wearing it one time. I'm becoming a hoarder. But if I were to put it in a different perspective, if I were buying all these clothes and put it into a business like my modeling career, then I will be using these clothes as assets because I'm taking pictures in them, or even making movies in these clothes that I can reuse in different scenes or different model scenarios. So we have to train our mind to an extent where we are not spending money on liabilities such as drinking, going out, wasted time, I would say wasted value to a certain extent. Because anything could be a liability. I would say anything could be a liability if you're not using it correctly. If I have equipment in my closet and I'm not using it correctly, or it's just sitting there, that's a liability. But however, if I put that piece of equipment to good use, then it becomes an asset. So everything becomes an asset as long as you use it as a plus in your life. If it's a plus in my life, then it becomes an asset. So I recommend adding pluses and values to your life. Prime example, say if I can't afford school at the moment, then I will take online classes. There's plenty of online classes that are much cheaper and that you can use to your advantage. If you can't even afford online classes, then do the research yourself. Look at blogs. Blogs are a really good way to inform knowledge. Type in something that you want to learn and simply look at a blog. My advice is, after that, increase your vocabulary. So any word that you don't understand or that you need help figuring out, increase your vocabulary. Our smartphones are assets. Depending, like I said before, depending on how you use it. So your smartphone could be a liability or asset. You use your smartphone to look at TikTok and Facebook videos all day. Or you could use a smartphone to enhance your vocabulary and simply go to your note sections and type in the word that you don't understand. Go to lookup and it tell you the definition. Create that in your note category on your iPhone, and each word you don't understand, each word, keep adding to it. It's called wordsmith. So the more you can elevate your wordsmith and your vocabulary, the more you can understand the language of what you're learning, because everything is set in a vocabulary base. So if you understand the vocabulary terminology of what you're learning, you can easily type that in on Google and immediately take you into a blog, which you can read and then develop the knowledge for yourself. So my advice is, you have to be able to become a teacher to a certain extent. You have to be able to become a teacher and a student. So a student is ready to learn. Is ready to learn. Eyes are open, ears are open, everything is just open. However, once you learn this information, you want to apply this information. Apply it to yourself, become a teacher, or apply it to other people. So once you learn the subject, become a teacher and apply it to yourself, and then apply it to other people. And that's the formula. The more you can apply your words, your studying, anything you're doing with action, it becomes a reality. It becomes a reality, and then reality dictates the future. It's all about being prepared, but also not asking permission to what you want to become. You have to go against status quo and believe that I'm going to be this person, but I cannot be this person if I don't have hard work, dedication, I don't have ambition, I don't have the will to learn, I'm lazy, I'm unproductive, I'm surrounding myself with 5 people that are highly detrimental in my life that aren't bringing me any value, you're not going to accomplish these goals at all. And believe me, it will take a lot of sacrifice and a lot of sleepless nights. But you have to look at it this way. Your mind is a muscle. So the more you can engage in neural activity within your brain also gets stronger. You learn how to concentrate better. You learn how to think better. You learn how to think faster. So the more you can conduct reading, vocabulary, learning into your daily activities and really like to do it, then you're going to create a sense of endorphins, a sense of dopamine in your brain. It's going to like it. So you're going to keep doing it. You're going to keep learning it. And then once you apply that action into what you're learning, it's going to be even a greater feeling. You're going to be feeling satisfied. You're going to be feeling a sense of purpose. Like, oh, wow, I did it. So your brain is like a reward system. So each time you achieve something, you feel happy, you feel great, you feel innovated. Your body feels intrigued, like, okay, I want to learn some more, I want to accomplish more. And this is what this is all about. But how can I do this if I'm constantly asking permission for somebody else? If I'm constantly asking validation for somebody else, you got to do it this way, you got to do it this way, you got to do it that way, or it's not going to work. Hell no. You have to do what works for you. So if school works for you, that's perfect. If it doesn't, that's perfect as well. But realize there are other alternatives out here that you can do to manifest yourself into pure greatness, and you can manifest a better version of yourself. You just have to want it in your heart. So this is just a quick tip. Don't ask permission. You set goals. You set deadlines. You set long and short-term goals. Then you set deadlines. What day am I going to accomplish this on? And you hold your own self accountable to you finishing it. Then you study. You sacrifice. And you learn, and most of all, you ask questions. You ask questions to what you want to learn. Whether you get mentors or whoever, you ask questions. Because in all reality, if you're not asking questions and you already got the answer to everything, then you know nothing. Ask questions and keep asking questions, because those questions that you are asking are going to lead to even bigger answers and even bigger opportunities. You just have to ask questions. So I just hope you got a lot from this video. This is a quick tip, and realize that you have to become who you want to be, not who people tell you to be. Once again, I am Jackie Terry, and I'm out.